selecting from a list of versions for a given file. You can see he's got quite a few versions. Scheduling, all scheduling options you'd imagine are available: daily, weekly, monthly, hourly, or continuously. Sharing, so it's file and folder and system sharing right out of the box. And then unlimited archiving, which is important. In terms of archiving, there's a subtlety to the online backup industry that most people don't understand, which is this. If you're backing up a folder with, say, Mozy, and it's backing up files every day, and then you delete some of the files from that folder, then Mozy will delete those files from the cloud automatically. And they do that on the basis that you've deleted it from your local PC, so you must not want that data to be backed up anymore. Except there's a fatal flaw with that logic, which is that accidental deletion is a leading cause of data loss. So we don't think that's good product design. What we've done is built archiving straight into the solution. So if you delete a file from your PC, we're going to retain it for you until you explicitly tell us to get rid of that content. So you can sell this solution to your customers as an archiving solution as well as a disaster recovery solution, which is, again, particularly important when you're selling to small businesses. Isra asks, so we can restore a machine to a given time, that means the OS. No, it doesn't necessarily mean the OS, Isra. It means whatever it is that you're backing up. So typically most people would just back up the data file, so it will allow you to recover the data environment to the point in time that you select. So let's look now at the partnership model. So why partner with SOS? Well, there are 5 major reasons. First is our technology. We're pretty clearly the market leader in terms of rebrandable online backup technology stacks. I challenge you to find another system that's more feature-rich than the SOS online backup system. And everything's built in. So local backup, the CDP, multi-site replication, mobile solutions, mobile access and recovery. There's products available for you to sell to your home users, to small business, as well as enterprise. When we look at delivery and support infrastructure, we've got amazing support for our partners. So we've got global 24/7/365 support for our partners, core support operating hours of business hours, but for partners we've got around-the-clock support, 10 data center nodes around the world, well, 11 depending on how you count. Principal data center locations are in the United States, but we've also got data center facilities in Canada, the United Kingdom, India, Australia, Europe. Third major reason, revenue and margin. At the end of the day, this is a business decision for you to sell a new product, and generally online backup's a very high margin product that you can sell to your customers on a recurring revenue basis. Brand building, this is a tremendous solution for you to augment your existing managed services solutions, or perhaps take that step into being a managed service provider if that's something you're looking to do, and increase customer retention. One of the leading reasons we see partners come to us is because they're looking to increase the stickiness of their offering. They're looking to reduce customer churn away from their other product offerings, and there's nothing stickier than backup. Once a customer's data is up in the cloud, they're very unlikely to leave you. And so in terms of the platform solution, everything you see about SOS is platform-based, meaning that you can rebrand it, you can customize it, you can determine how it is that you want to use the technology to sell to your customers. And so this is our 360-degree partner solution. I've talked a little bit about the infrastructure and the product software. So I'll just go clockwise around this diagram. We've got 3 different billing solutions you can use, including an API integration kit that allows you to hook our systems into your CRMs or billing solutions. The depth of our marketing resources are very, very significant. We're going to look at that in a moment. Our sales organization is uniquely set up to support you as a partner. So your partner specialist actually stays with you once you're a partner and assists you in selling to your customers. So what some of our partners do, the smart ones, is they bring our salespeople into their teleconferences with their customers as the partner's backup specialist. And our employee works silently under your name to help you close those big business opportunities. And it's a tremendous sales asset for our partners to leverage the SOS partner specialists, because frankly no one knows online backup better than we do. Training, similarly, we've got extensive training courses available. So your salespeople can attend certain trainings, your technical people can attend training, and your support people can attend training. There's 3 different training streams. There's also significant training resources available in the Partner Resource Center that you can access on your own time to make certain that all of the various functions of your business are appropriately set up to succeed in the online backup market. And then finally, technical support. We've got round-the-clock technical support, including remote hands tech support, so that our team can remote into your customers' environments and fix any issues that might occur if necessary. And again, those support reps can disclose that they're from SOS if that's what you want, or they can be completely invisible. So who partners with us? What are the markets that people are selling into successfully? I'll actually address this table from right to left, if I may. In terms of market verticals that people are successfully selling into, we're seeing particularly rich margins being earned in these market verticals. Medical and healthcare is a wonderful market right now because, A, the Obama administration has focused enormously on the modernization of medical data infrastructure across the United States. So there's in fact rebates available for early adopters of backup solutions that are HIPAA compliant like ours. B, generally the medical industry is not particularly price sensitive, so it's a very margin-rich vertical to be mining, and the partners of ours that are focusing on medical backup are doing very, very well. Financial services, similarly, subject to the SARBOX framework, and many of the same comments that I made about the medical industry are appropriate for the fin services industry as well. Legal has long been a user of online backup type technologies. There are recommendations from the ABA all the way down to county bar associations recommending that law firms and attorneys use online backup solutions, and again, that's a particularly rich vertical. And then government and education have both been long-term users of online backup going back to the early 80s. And so what are the business needs that we're solving when we sell this? How do you position these solutions when you go out to talk to your customers? Well, obviously, general disaster recovery and archiving. If they don't have a DR strategy in place, then this is a wonderful DR strategy for them to adopt, or to replace their existing technology, particularly if they're using tape or an outdated disk system. And then there are some more specific ways of positioning the service. So it's wonderfully suited to backing up laptop fleets. It's excellent for backing up branch offices. Obviously, in the data room, server-based backup, whether that's email server, app server, or database servers. And then more tertiary and ancillary beneficial solution of the remote data access I talked about earlier and the mobile data access. These are often secondary reasons people will buy from you this type of technology, particularly the SOS technology, because it supports all of these things, so that with one solution, an enterprise can actually address each of these business needs. Isra asks, can we restore individual emails? Isra, not baked into the SOS technology out of the box, but if you set up, there's ways of configuring SOS to work with Exchange to be able to achieve that. What we most often do, though, is mailbox level backup. So it's typically appropriate just to be able to recover down a PST and then open the PST to get the emails you're looking for. In terms of just a couple of partner profiles to give you a sense of who partners with us. This partner is focusing on small business and then students, so particularly the home education market. And they partnered with SOS because they were looking to add a new revenue stream specifically from data services. So they weren't sure which type of solution they wanted to adopt. They ended up launching online backup first and have been very successful. So they've been able to increase revenue at a very high margin by selling into those two markets. This particular partner used online backup to transition from being a break-fix IT shop into being a managed service provider. The goal was to move from having just revenue that was based around incidents to revenue that was predictable and ongoing. And that's one of the nice things about online backup is it allows you to add a predictable recurring revenue stream to your mix. And then this partner has really led the way in terms of working with us to price online backup in a sophisticated way. There's one of the challenges the backup industry is facing is the disparate price points that are available depending upon which industry vertical you're talking about or depending upon which market horizontal you're talking about. So one of the things we do a lot of in our sales trainings is working with partners to figure out the best price point for your particular market. And the most successful model we've seen partners adopt is a fully managed backup solution. What do I mean by a fully managed backup solution? Well, the sales pitch from you to your customer becomes something along the following lines. You don't want to have to manage your own backups. You don't want to have to monitor this continually. You don't want to have the staff drain of rotating stuff off-site. So let us do a risk assessment. Let us analyze your business environment, determine how much data you've got, do a data audit. Let us then deploy our remote backup solution and then monitor it for you, provide you reports on an ongoing basis, and give you central management of all that data with full remote hand support. If there's ever any issue, we'll resolve it before you even knew there was one. Taking that approach and selling it into small businesses allows a lot of our partners to just charge a flat fee, irrespective of the amount of data that's being backed up. So a typical sort of solution is a 10-seat license for $500 a month. And under the hood, you've got to figure out how many gigabytes you'd actually allocate out of your cloud to that customer. But the customer doesn't need to worry about that. All the customer knows is that they've signed up for complete data insurance protection from your business. And at $500 a month, the types of margin you can be making is in the 70 to 80% range in terms of gross margin on products sold. So this particular partner's built a small business of 70,000 in revenue, 70,000 plus a little bit actually, and their cost to us is only $13,000 a year. So the margin they're making is 82%, which is a wonderful, wonderful margin for that particular partner. And so like I said, we only succeed if you succeed. Our whole business is geared around making you successful in the space.